Okay, now we're going to look at Unit 4, Lesson 7. Again, this was before spring break. And this is actually the exact same thing as Lesson 6. It's just practicing it more and more. So, again, remember this so, ka, toa. And again, this way we can see what ratio we're needing. It's wanting us to calculate the lengths of AC and BC. So I'm going to start with AC. We're given 20 degrees, so this is our opposite side. And then we know our hypotenuse. So opposite over hypotenuse is going to be sine. So we have sine, opposite over hypotenuse. So now let's fill in my numbers. Sine of 20 degrees, my opposite side is my x. I'll just put OP for opposite. And then my hypotenuse is 6. So we want to multiply both sides by 6. And again, I have yet to do this. So 6 times sine 20 degrees. I'm getting my opposite side to be 2.05. Okay, now we're going to look at finding the other one. So now I need this, which to 20 degrees is my adjacent side. And then again, I'm going to go back to use hypotenuse, so that's cosine. So now I want cosine of 20 degrees, and that's going to be my adjacent, which we don't know, over hypotenuse, which is 6. So again, multiply both sides by 6. So cosine of 20 times 6. So my adjacent side is let's do 5.6. Alright, so it didn't ask us for this other angle, so there's no reason to actually go in and find it. Again, don't confuse yourself. That week before spring break, probably the most common question I got asked is, how do I know which angle to use? If you don't need to calculate, which this one's obviously pretty easy, it's 70. What you do want to look at is to make sure it's not one of the 30, 60, 90s or 45, 45, 90s, and just a real quick, simple answer. So, if you have questions on that, let me know. Again, utilize this today when y'all are working through these. Why not scrolling? Okay, so now let's look. This is all you're doing today is you're going through just these problems right here, actually, isn't it? I thought there was another one. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so again, since it's just these two problems here, I am going to write our ratios up here. So, ka, toa. Okay, there's my ratios. So the tallest building in the world is the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. If you're standing on a bridge, 200 meters, they've already drawn everything out for you. Standing on the bridge 250 feet out, or meters from the bottom of the building, you have to look up at a 73-degree angle to see the top. How tall, so I always like to make notes as I read this, so how tall, this is what we're looking for, is this building. So I have 70 degrees, 73 degrees. I'm looking for the opposite side, and I'm given the adjacent side. So go up here. I don't want anything with the hypotenuse. I don't care about this length here. I don't care. So we're going to go with tangent, which is going to be opposite over adjacent. So the angle I'm working with is 73 degrees. My opposite side we don't know. My adjacent side is 250. So these problems end up just being a one-step problem. Okay, I've got 250 on the bottom. We're going to multiply both sides by 250. So when I type into tangent 73 times 250, I'm going to get a decimal, but we're talking about the feet of a building, and really the decimals of an 818-foot building doesn't really matter. So kind of think about what you're working with. So this building is 118 feet. All right, number 2. The tallest masonry building in the world is City Hall in Philadelphia. If you're standing on the street 1,300 feet from the bottom of the building, you have to look up at a 23-degree angle to see the top. How tall is your building? All right, so let's look at what this is saying. So I'm standing here. So if you're standing on the street 1,300 feet away from the bottom of the building, I'm having to look up at a 23-degree angle. Okay? We know we have a right triangle here, and then it says how tall is the building. So again, here's my X. Okay, if you need to draw yourself a building of some sort, just draw a building, okay, and give yourself a visual of what's going on. Then do that. All right, so again, I want nothing with the hypotenuse here. Don't care about that. So we're going back to tangent. Okay, I'm looking for my opposite side. So again, tangent is going to be the opposite over adjacent. I don't care about finding that other angle. It doesn't matter to me. So I want tangent of 23. My opposite side is what we're looking for. My adjacent side here to my angle is 1,300. Same steps. Multiply both sides by 1,300. So tangent, or 23 tangent, and then times 1,300. We find out that this building, or City Hall building in Philadelphia, is 552 feet. Okay, so if you have questions on that, again, email me. I'll have a live session this week as well, so y'all can ask questions, and then we'll go from there. I went ahead and I'm going to work this one out for you, just so you kind of see what's going on. This one's, I kind of like this problem. Okay, you're sitting on a ledge, so let's draw this out. We're sitting on this ledge. All right. We're sitting on a ledge 300 feet from the building. So here is 300 feet, and here's a building. You have to look up 60 degrees to see the top of the building. So here's my building. I had to look up here to the top of the building. I had to look down 15 degrees to see the bottom of the building. Okay, so this is how the picture would be. Now, the height of the building is this whole thing, but we have to chunk it up because this is my 90-degree angle. But we share this same side. But what we do know is this is a 30, 60, 90. So if I know that's a 30, 60, 90, and I know my longest leg is 300, then we can do our ratio. So my longest side is 300, so x square root 3 is equal to 300. So we have this for my x, which that's this side, right? And honestly, since we're kind of up with the height of something, here in a second I'll actually change that to a decimal. But let's look at this one now. So I have 15 degrees, and I'm trying to find my opposite side. So remember, oops. So I'm looking for my opposite side. I know my short side, or I know my long side, or the adjacent side, I should say. I don't care about this hypotenuse at all, so I'm going to be going back with tangent. So I know tangent of 15 degrees is opposite, which is what I don't know, over adjacent. So multiply both sides by 300, and so I get where my opposite side is. And I didn't work this one out yet. I thought I did. So I get tangent of 15 times. So I'm going to turn around it to a whole number and do 80 feet. So I know this is 80 feet. If I find the decimal of this one on the top, I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting that. Okay, let me look at something. I'll go back to that because I'm not sure. So, again, though, I was going to do this anyways. We can do the exact same steps because we're still wanting our opposite side. So, if 60 degrees is equal to opposite over adjacent, so again, multiply that by 300. So, it's like 60 tangent times 300. So this side's going to be 520 feet. So then we want to add those two together. So because remember, we want the total height here to here. And so 520 plus 80. So this building was 600 feet tall if we were sitting on a ledge looking up and down like that. Okay. So that's Are You Ready for more? Now, I'll have to go back and look what all we did that week for spring break because I haven't even looked since spring break happened. All right, so I hope lesson 6 and 7 make a little more sense right now. I'm still going to work on doing the video for the other set of problems that y'all had before spring break. Plus, I'm working on getting out today video lesson 8 and 9 also to you all. So y'all have that for the week. If you'll have any questions, again, I'll have live sessions this week. We'll have live sessions, we'll have just regular emails, whatever y'all need. And the live sessions might even just be a drop-in where I'm sitting on the screen, and if y'all have questions while you're working, come in and ask. All right, good luck with everything, and please, please, please utilize me, email me, do what you need to. Thank you.